This video chart presentation of Lustros Inc. brought to you by allpenny.stocks.com. Lustros is an OTCQB listed company trading our ticker LSTS. See a stock closed slightly down on Tuesday, just under 3%. 223,000 shares traded. It's not too big of a surprise. Stock made a huge move off a bottom down here at 32 cents, more than doubled. Volume has picked up the last couple days. I say it's not that big of a surprise to see a little bit of profit taking right through there off of that big move. Importantly, what I'm looking for in this chart is an overall reversal. Expecting the chart to identify this 32-cent mark as a true bottom, build a new support point. I'd like to identify a couple resistance levels in this video and talk about what I'd look for going forward. Been a bullish cross recently dropped with the MACD, signaling a trend shift trying to happen in the chart. Going back about 7 months or so, a key point I'd be looking for in the MACD is breaking that long-term trend line. See, it's been in a pretty strong channel, and a break of that top trend line would help solidify the idea of an overall bottom in the play, and that's what I'd be looking for down the road. And while the negative DI didn't get up very high, this is still a pincher play type of formation where the PPO and ADX have pinched together. ADX up very high around 60. It's a very common position for a reversal point. That's a nice look at the MFIs, just now pushed through 50. For any indicator holding the upper half as a critical component, it shows bullishness, and that's where the money flow index is now pushing itself. This is a fantastic look at the accumulation distribution. Even though the price per share has come down, this strong uptrend tells me that the price per share has come down on much lower volume, and that the volume of buying has been outweighing the volume of selling. That's also clearly shown in the Chaikin money flow, holding in the green for over 8 months. That's a direct reflection of buys versus sells, and it simply shows that buying pressure has been outweighing selling pressure. CCI broken its way back through zero, says stock price above its 20-day mean. Bottom feeders use that break of negative 100 as a buy point, and those that followed that trend would have caught a real nice bounce off the bottom. Full stow, breaking through 50, showing that momentum is building in the play. And the tricks, the lagging indicator, moves very slowly, but it's a pretty reliable gauge of trend. You can see it's starting to flatten out now and heading towards a bullish cross. That's what I'd be looking for. And of course, in the long term, a move back towards zero. The relative strength index, I reference this in a lot of videos. The 50 points generally considered a benchmark between bullishness and bearishness. The 7 RSI did pop through 50. 14 and 21, the red and gold lines, sputtered right there at that point with a little down day on Tuesday. Those are key indications for me. I want to see those two lines over top of 50 to show that the bulls are taking control of momentum. Now regarding the candles, and I'll go ahead and identify a true bottom down here at 32.5. Put the stock price up at 68 cents. That's obviously way too far away for any sort of stop loss or any sort of true bottom. I'd look more in this area of 55 cents on any deeper pullback. That's where I'd want to see support hold. See, it did serve as a little bit of support and a little bit of resistance here so far in February, and that would be a key point I'd want to see hold, because coming off this bottom, I want to see higher lows be established, and that to me looks like a natural spot based on some recent trading. Now to the upside, I see a little bit of resistance right there at 80 cents. 50-day moving average is coming down on that point, registering at 84 right now, but of course it's dynamic. It's going to continue downward. And there was an area of support. In classic TA, that support becomes resistance. So I'd expect the 80-cent mark to serve as a secondary area of resistance for this chart, should the upward pressure continue. Now beyond that, I'd start looking in the area of $1. It's a common psychological barrier. It was a very common closing point and bounce point recently. And just in general, the dollar level always seems to serve as some resistance. Still obviously a very nice upside from the stock closed on Tuesday. It's about a 50% move. Most importantly, as I mentioned, I'm looking for higher lows, higher highs, price per share to move over top of key moving averages like this 50-day and things of that nature, because I'm looking for a general reversal in the chart and for a true bottom to have been identified. Now beyond that, certainly going to be a little bit more resistance right here around $1.30, 200-day moving averages there, but I'd really look for resistance to stiffen up around $1.50. Clearly resistance point throughout 2012, and I'm relatively confident that the price per share doubles and goes up to that area. It's going to meet some more resistance at that point again. But for right now, I stay near-term focused. It looks to me like key indicators of trend and momentum are showing shifts, and the stock certainly has made a real nice bounce off the bottom. So I think it's a good one to keep an eye on going forward. Make sure that the support level holds and see how it deals with this first level of resistance. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the LSTS chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.